Welcome back to another episode of B2B with Ross and Bella, where we take you behind the scenes of the music industry with the people who make it all happen. I'm Ross.
I'm Bella.
And today we're going back to back with someone who's honestly inspired us since the day we started the podcast. We've listened to him for countless hours. I mean, he's the host of one of the biggest podcasts in the dance music scene. Apart from that, obviously incredibly talented DJ, producer. He's Grammy nominated. He's world touring. He's world class. He's Will Clarke.
It's a pretty good intro.
What's up?
That was really good, Ross. You slayed.
I practiced it.
Welcome.
I'm not going to lie.
You do that in the mirror every morning?
I did it in the mirror a couple times, too, before this. You know, it is a stressful little piece of the pod. Like
I don't do it.
No?
I don't do intros.
Do you record before?
Or
like an intro
I don't
after?
even do that now. I've stopped. So like I started with intros that I pre-recorded.
Okay.
Or like recorded after.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, then I was looking at the stats. And then I was like, everyone skips it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Maybe we should
So-
listen to you. I mean,
So it just
all
goes
the wisdom.
straight in. Well, it doesn't. I've started building a trailer at the front.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes straight in.
The trailers are sick because I feel like people need a glimpse into why they would watch. And yours are really good.
Yeah, they are.
You know, what is it? Diary of a CEO.
He's the best.
He's the best.
His intros are insane.
I wish we could
They're like
create-
little movies.
They're almost
trailers
too
like that.
long though. now.
Yeah.
And they're so dramatic.
Yeah.
They're like, dun, dun, dun.
Why do
I'm
I
like-
feel like someone's crying in every one of his
I'm
intros?
like, yeah, literally. And I'm like, dude, you're talking to the guy from Whoop. Like, it's not that bad.
And they're also like extremely manipulated where
Yeah.
like he'll string along parts of conversation that didn't go
Yeah,
together,
yeah,
which we tried to do that once. And the person we interviewed was like, I don't like how you made it seem like I responded this to that question. And we were like, oh yeah, maybe
I think
we shouldn't chop it up like that.
I think also the thing that we're in the music industry, you're dealing with like artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like everyone's way more sensitive. Like the people on like the bigger podcast, Diary of a CEO, say like they're just trying to fucking be massive and sell as much as they possibly can. Whereas I think like when you're trying to like, we've had it similar with certain trailers where people are like, oh, can you cut that bit off? Like, or like, even with like one of the last episodes with Chris, like he said something that he would say normally in a normal conversation, but he felt that it didn't come across right. So we were like,
Yeah.
we'll just cut that bit out.
that was Chris Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
There's an
I
image
get
to
it.
upkeep,
I get
you
it.
know?
Well, I think it's also like we all say things in the moment, right? And we still like stand behind it 100%. But I think sometimes how we articulate it comes across badly.
I actually feel really strongly about this because I feel like we've just gotten into such a place with society where people genuinely have to walk on eggshells with what they say if they're in any type of, you know, position of a platform.
Yeah.
And literally one little thing, one way you might misspeak can get you canceled these days. So I think people are extra cautious about what they say, how they phrase it, how they say it, the tone, because people are just like ready to cancel you at any time.
We have a segment we'll end with. It's called Explain This. We show you a picture of yourself and ask you to explain the situation itself. We found one of you, and I was like, let's use this one. Bella's like, I don't know if we can. He might get canceled.
I found the funniest
find?
photos
Show
of
me.
you. You gotta
At the
wait
end,
till the
at the
end.
end.
But anyway,
It's so absurd.
actually, on the topic of the podcast, like, how does it feel to be on the other side? You
I love it.
are a
No
great
stress, no
interviewer.
prep.
But what about being the interviewee?
No, I wish I could do it more. Like,
Really?
it's something that I spoke to my team about this at the beginning of this year, and I was like, I love conversations like this. Like, we don't do this. Like, if let's say for instance you came to the show tonight and I didn't meet you beforehand and we didn't do this, like I wouldn't get to know you guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have like any relationship with you guys at all. And I think like in an industry that is so about relationships, like none of us actually have deep, meaningful relationships.
Yeah.
And that's why I started the podcast, because it was like, okay, well, I've got close friends in the music industry, like some of my best friends in the music industry, but even some of my best friends, or maybe not my best, but like some of the like just the friends, right? I'm not sitting down for 2 hours and having a conversation about life with no distractions. Yeah, we might be on a call for like 45 minutes and have like a really good like conversation, but there's always that like, oh shit, dude, I've got to go, or my mum's cooking dinner, or my girlfriend's doing this, or whatever that is, right? So it's like, I think it took a while for the industry to understand what a podcast is, which is fucking mental to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it genuinely took, it's only been the last 18 months now where pretty much everybody we ask says yes.
Right.
Yeah, knowing how many people and fans are in the scene and they want more content, they want to digest
and
more
it's only getting
music,
bigger.
more behind the scenes, more vlogs.
But
It is surprising it's taken so long.
But it took so long, and considering most artists consume podcasts, like most, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a massive podcast consumer.
I think his
Dude.
subconscious thoughts are just podcasts.
Yeah.
He's never just alone. There's always someone
Never
in the
alone.
background talking.
What's your go-to at the moment?
They're all over the place. I wake up, I listen to like a podcast type news,
Yeah.
right, episode. Then I move into like comedy podcasts. Kill Tony is hilarious.
Yeah, he's
Rogan, classic. Bad Friends, Tim Dillon.
Yeah.
A lot of comedy oriented. Obviously, the Will Clarke podcast gets in there a little bit.
Also, you listen to the All In podcast.
The All In podcast
I
for
don't
like
know
the
that
business entrepreneurship.
Okay.
They're just a bunch of like VCs, founders, like really, really big businessmen, and they just talk about geopolitical economics and stuff, which is fun.
Mine
So
are
it's all
really
over.
girly. I listen
yours
to
murders?
Alex Cooper.
I can't listen to hers.
No, I don't. I'm not into the crime. I'm listening to like Call Her Daddy, and I'm listening
respect
to
that.
It's
Hallie
like bad
Batchelder.
blowjob
Literally,
stories from like the
no,
fucking,
genuinely,
like,
hers is just like the raunchiest shit. But it's like it makes me laugh. Like I listen for entertainment.
She had Ed Sheeran on though.
Who?
Alex Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Cooper gets incredible
Yeah,
guests.
she's
She's gotten
Yeah.
she has a huge range of guests
she made
now,
like
and
150.
she's
fucking
one of the
mil,
biggest
yeah.
interviewers
Yeah, dude.
ever in the world right now. So yeah, I listened to hers. I actually didn't listen when it was about sex. I only started listening when it was like
Sure.
interviews with people I was interested in. But one of the things you said that I loved is why you started the podcast,
Yeah.
and we relate. We started ours for the exact same reason. It's like there's these DJs, these artists that you absolutely love and you feel like you know, but
Yeah.
you're seeing a curated Instagram feed and you're seeing only what they show you. And so being able to actually just get to know who these people really, really are, I think is so beneficial for us as well as the artist.
Yeah.
So it's been really cool and really fun.
Yeah, it's also like a nice way to start a meaningful relationship rather than us seeing you at the show, dapping up, saying hi, whatever, having some drinks, having some fun, sitting down, almost blank canvas. I guess a good example, we haven't met. Being able to like dive in, have an hour-long conversation, we'll walk away with like a good relationship.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like, even if like we don't talk for the next year, right, or the next 2 years, it's
But we
like
know each other.
we know each other, right? And I think we forget, or I can forget. Like, I can't speak for everybody else, but like in this industry where everything's go. Like, there's no stop with anything, and it's like, guys, we can take time out and like enjoy each other's companies. It's not like passing ships through the night all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And
have
I
to be.
think you would probably agree, like some of the mixer type things or the networking, that gets to feel like work. That doesn't feel like an enjoyable way to meet
mixers are
people.
no-go.
Then
Yeah.
I don't go.
We've just
No.
started getting invited to our first share of mixers, and they're not a good
Okay.
time.
No, we went to like one of your. Actually, it was at Zay today. We were like,
Oh yeah, it was
it's time to go.
It's just
But
fucking
show face.
awkward.
free food
Yeah.
though.
The
Really
open
fire
bar.
tacos.
The open bar is necessary.
Miami Music Week is the worst for that.
Yeah. Do you ever do like AD or
Yeah, I do.
it's just not your cup
like,
of tea?
I like it. The shows are great and,
Yeah.
and it can be fun. But I think when you start doing industry stuff and like I love doing panels and things like that. But the weird thing is in this industry is that they also just don't like to pay you. For like, they're like, oh, can you come and speak at this panel?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not coming there anyway. So like, yeah, I can, but
Yeah.
I'm not paying. Like you're selling tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
And like any other business conference,
Keynote
Right.
speak. Yeah.
they'd pay.
Yeah, run me my check.
Right? Exactly. and it's like, guys, like you're selling tickets for something. You're making money for something. And yes, I don't need to. I give so much back, if you know what I mean. And I'm happy to give as much as I possibly want. But if you're a corporation and you're making money out of it, just because you say you're in the music business, like at least pay somebody.
Yeah. It can get
It's a bit
stingy,
weird.
I would
Yeah.
imagine. So with your guests, do you feel like you are meeting them for the first time when you're doing the interview, or do you know a lot of them already through the scene?
Most of them I know, but
Okay.
like not that well.
Right, just kind of surface level.
Yeah, and then there's some that like are my best mates, and then there's
Yeah.
some that are just
Those are
like,
fun, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then there's some that I've like never met. But
Mm-hmm.
again, like I did, it won't be out by the time this comes out, but I recently did a one with two friends.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You know those guys?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, they're completely in two different worlds
completely.
to where I sit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Sophie from my team, I think she's friends with them and was asked, and I was like, yeah, like, I don't know if this is going to be a work.
Right,
If you know what I mean? Because it's like, I know nothing about them and I'm pretty sure they know nothing about me. And I don't mean that like, we're just in different worlds.
Totally
right?
different
niches of the
and
scene.
like, don't get me wrong, they're fucking killing.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, they are
Big time.
huge.
They're selling out Madison Square Gardens.
crazy.
Like, you're doing good. I respect that massively. But I was like, will the conversation be good? And I was like, fuck it, let's do it. And it was amazing.
Really?
Like, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I bet.
And I think like sometimes it's like stepping out of the comfort zone where you're like, well, maybe we don't align artistically, but we can still be human beings and have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's funny, you can have preconceived notions about someone, their
100,
music or whatever, and then you step in and they surprise you. They're funny, like they're interesting, or maybe not. Maybe they're not funny, maybe they're not interesting. Who has a guest been that has like completely just taken you aback, surprised you?
In a bad or
Either or.
Either, just
Maybe
like
both.
completely different than what you were expecting. And I feel like you kind of already answered, but another one.
Yeah, there is a guest that I've had on a couple times that I really struggled with both times.
You can't say who.
I can't.
Chris Lake.
Yeah, fuck you, Chris. No, he's the best. But like, I think for me, it's just having. Like, I really respect when the older guys come on or the older girls come on. Like, when Nicole came on, it was amazing, right? Like, I've known Nicole Mudabai for years, and she's just a special human being, right? But also getting to have a deeper conversation where, like, she talks about her feelings and talks about her emotions and talks about the shit that she's gone through in her past and things like that. And it's like, it's selfishly, it's for me. And then everybody else listening wins, right?
Yeah.
We had that same experience with Minx, with Jennifer.
She's the best.
Dude.
She's so cool.
She came in like a little shy, right? She's self-proclaimed as a shy individual. And then as soon as we sort of cracked the hard outside shell, she was cracking
She was
us
so funny.
up,
And she
dude.
literally was like, cut the camera. She fully just went off for a minute. She's like, okay, we can get back to it.
And it was the best
She
part
had
of
me
the episode. We
cracking
wanted to
up.
keep it so bad, but she asked to cut it out.
No,
Whatever.
I love Minx.
She's really cool.
She's one of the best. I've done quite a lot of work with her over the years, and yeah, she's fucking great.
Who was your best podcast episode ever?
It's such a hard. It changes.
Yeah.
It changes.
What comes to mind?
I've enjoyed a lot. I've done so many of them. The MK one I really liked. Me and Mark, we've been friends for a while, and we were on the same management for a while, and then I left, and then he left, and then he went to a new management, and then I went to this similar management company. But like, we've been friends for years, and like, I've spent a lot of time touring with him, and we've had great conversations, and I know his history, but he'd never had the chance to talk about it to public. And it was kind of really nice to have him on there to talk about it in the light that he wanted to.
Yeah.
But having like Moby on was insane. Like,
bet.
having the chance to talk to like literally somebody that is the influence of my career.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
it
full
was-
circle.
And he was cooking chicken noodle soup.
Mid-episode.
See, that's the beauty of doing like a virtual interview.
Right.
It's like you could be anywhere.
Yeah,
No
it is
pants
great,
on.
but there's something about this. Like, the goal is to do it more in person.
I feel like you just got to be in a city that's a bit more of a hot spot.
Yeah,
Where are you living right now?
middle of fucking nowhere in England.
In England.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So you were living in the States for a while. You were living in Detroit
Yep.
for how many years?
5-6 years.
And what brought you there over a Miami or a New York City?
So
or
I lived in
Chicago?
New York beforehand.
Okay.
Not for long, but just for like a period. So what I used to do is, because 90% of my touring is in the States, so every time I had a tour booked, I'd come and live over here for a small period of time, 4 months, 5 months. And I'd just like rent a room for that time.
Yeah.
So I did like 4 months in New York. Before that, I did 5-6 months in LA. I wasn't a huge fan of LA. And then New York is my absolute favorite. Like,
So fun, man.
It's the best city.
Yeah.
But at that time in my career, I was like still starting and coming through. Financially, I wasn't making good money. And it was like, okay, do I spend $4,000 on an apartment, because I need to write music still, and I can't just do that in headphones. So I need 2 bedrooms.
Yeah.
So at that time, it was 2015, 2016. It was when Trump first came in. So whenever that was, and I remember that. I don't like talking politics, but I literally remember that morning.
Remember
panic on the street.
It wasn't.
Do you
even
remember
that.
where you were when
yeah,
Trump
yeah.
got
I had
elected?
a barber. I was getting my hair cut like the morning after, and
You're like, shave it all off.
it was weird. That was when I was trying to hold on to hair, like for dear life.
I'm going bald.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
That was so funny.
But like, yeah, I love New York, and if I had fuck you money,
Yeah.
like it would be.
You
there.
needed a spot in
York.
New York.
That's
spot
the
in
thing about New
Miami.
York. It's like,
And
you
Miami
have to be
now.
making like a lot to be living the way
Yeah.
you would want to live in
Also,
New York.
everything's
It's always a
just
struggle.
A struggle, yeah. Transportation,
Back
getting where
and
you're
forth,
going.
this
the
and that. And it's
cost,
so
yeah.
expensive. We went for 3 days, and we literally spent what we would spend on like a week
Yep.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
crazy.
But it's a great city. Love it. And
There's
it's
a
growing
reason-
more and more on
There's a
me.
reason why it's so expensive. It's because it's literally one of the best cities in the world.
In the world.
You get
Easy.
what you
Hands
pay
down.
for.
Yeah. So
What-
I then moved to Detroit, and I had friends there. I got into like, I don't know if you want to know the full story. I was at Claude Von Stroke's parents' house
Wow.
and met a promoter there called Jen. Jen was a promoter from New York, but she just started investing in property in Detroit. She had an apartment block, and was like, dude, you can rent an apartment off me for like $500 a month.
Yeah.
I was like, sold.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was like an old crack house, and like there was a crack dealer down the corridor, and there was a pimp upstairs. So it was like,
What a
fucking
racket.
Yeah, did you
mental.
have any idea what you were getting yourself
No.
into? Because Detroit is a gritty
Yeah.
city.
Yeah, Detroit is for a white dude that's from the middle of
Yeah.
the country in the like. I'm from the country. Like I grew up pretty much on a farm.
Cows, horses, farms.
Pretty cool.
Like it was an eye opener, but so cut a long story short, I ended up buying a place in Detroit and loved it. Like I had like a love-hate relationship with it, because it was so polar opposite to what I was used to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I bought a house in a black neighborhood, and I was the only white dude in the black neighborhood, and not even thinking about anything, but like, and realistically at the time, not really knowing the full history of Detroit. And then over the years I educated myself, and it's crazy, but it was literally the best experience. Like I fucking loved it.
It's having a bit of a renaissance right now too. I feel like Detroit is coming back.
Detroit is a different city compared to what any other city is. Like there's so much grit. If you can go from the third wealthiest city in the world to literally the poorest city in America.
We
I
have
mean,
firsthand experience.
We are from Buffalo, New York.
Oh,
and
shit,
Buffalo
exactly.
is very
Yeah.
similar to Detroit
Yeah.
in
It's
many
identical.
ways. So like I totally get it. What made you decide to like end the Detroit chapter? Not that you're permanently like done with Detroit, but what made you move out?
And are you a Lions fan?
I'm not into American
football?
sports.
Yeah, I feel that.
Just can't.
I feel
I
that.
know I'm wearing an NBA
know.
t-shirt. This is
The
False
shirt says
advertising.
otherwise.
the Pistons is the only sport I saw in Detroit.
Like went to.
Yeah, I went there a few times, which is amazing, but
They're
I
fun.
still just don't understand American sports. It's just,
Takes a while. There's a
Yeah.
learning curve.
Well, I don't get rugby, so
right? Exactly. Which, I get that. What was the question?
What made you decide to leave Detroit?
Families, multiple things. But just a bunch of fuckery.
Just a lot of fuckery.
No one wants to hear about
it's
that.
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Favorite place to play in the States? You said 90% of your touring is here. Where's like a place you get booked? You're like, fuck yeah, I know the crowd's gonna know me. Feel me.
Detroit's fun. It's like
Yeah.
my second home. So like going there and playing there is like a place that just feels. I know people in the crowd, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
like
That's fun.
homies. Absolute wild one is El Paso at the moment.
Really?
El Paso is this place. I don't know if you guys have been there.
I'm not, no.
It's like tumbleweed down the street. Like generally,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you'll walk down the like downtown and nothing's there, and then you'll go sell 1,000 tickets at this rave. and
We
it's
heard Texas is hot.
Yeah,
who was
Dallas,
Dallas?
Houston. I've been hearing
Yeah.
a lot of good feedback on the Texas crowd.
Dallas is great. Houston's
pretty
great.
cool.
Austin's amazing. You got to think like there's a lot of money down there as well.
Crazy.
And also
A lot of people too.
a lot of fucking people. And you're also bordering Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
So like El Paso, like it's literally like America, Juarez.
Yeah.
Like,
No, for
and
real.
people walk over.
Yeah.
Well,
So
maybe with Trump, not anymore.
no, they do. Like they do over there because people live in Juarez that work in America. Because it's crazy. So you'll go to like El Paso and you'll play a show there, and it's like half of them aren't even from El Paso; they're from Juarez. So it's just an amazing hot pot of like just loads of cultures. But then again, New York, like we threw a
The rooftop.
Well,
right?
we did the rooftop recently, but we threw like a laundromat party there
Oh, fine.
last year, or I can't remember when. Literally my favorite show in probably 8 years.
Just
That sounds
because,
super
why
fun.
do you think that is? You think everyone who came knew it was you and like,
Well,
your
we did
thing, or?
we did it as like a free thing.
Mhm.
So we like did like a sign up, and within like a week we had like 1,500 sign ups, and I was like, oh shit, there's like the room is like 200 people max,
There's
and it's
200 dryers.
yeah.
The pop-ups have been really like
Popping off.
going
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Literally popping off.
Yeah, no,
Especially
The
the
Cat's-
ones
the
in
Cat's
these random
Deli,
places like
pop-up.
pizzerias, laundromats.
Yeah.
It's
Clothing
fun. It's
stores.
a cool thing. We just saw one today at Starbucks in Chicago.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, in the special.
The biggest
big one.
The Reserve.
Starbucks.
It's a
Yeah.
good
Did
box.
you see that?
I got like a $15 nitro cold brew there. It was absurd.
He's like, fuck
It was
that.
absurd. It was good, but like, Jesus.
But yeah, I like to see DJs in places you wouldn't expect.
I think it's just,
Outside of a club.
for me it was just like everyone's there because they want to be there.
Right.
It's
Right.
like it's not like there's just no politics in it,
Mhm.
and there's nothing. Everyone's there for a good time.
Mhm.
It's an early day thing, which means that like the people that might not want to go to a club or might not afford to go to a club nowadays, like can come. Just everyone have fun for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
it's
the
about.
cafe
like while
pop-ups,
the
the coffee
pop-up,
ones, those
the
are fun.
pop-ups are popping off, I feel like the clubs are not. I think there's been like a little shift against clubs. Do you feel that?
I feel like it's the younger generation as well who's just leaning towards not drinking as much, not partying as much, not going out as much. I know a lot
I've
of
been
clubs
seeing
have
some,
struggled
like, think
financially,
pieces
but
about how club culture is not the same as it used to be. You would know.
It's changed. I was literally talking to one of my best mates in the car, and I think COVID changed everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Like not just like I think now is the time where we're seeing the effects of COVID, and I'm not just using that on a financial side of things. I'm using that like mostly on a mental side of thing. I think we came out of COVID, everyone did their thing for like a couple years, and it was the best because it wasn't happening during COVID. And I think now everyone's feeling COVID.
It's like COVID PTSD. It's
Yeah, no,
the
and
delayed
I
impacts.
think none of us knew what to expect.
Right.
None of us have dealt with anything like that.
Yeah,
The last time
no.
somebody dealt with that was fucking, I guess, the war, World War II, right? Or in the UK anyway, and Europe. But like, I just don't think anyone's had to experience that. Luckily, touch wood, in the Western world or the whole world where everything's just shut down. And I just think that affects everything completely, and that affects culture. It affects music, it affects art, it affects food, it affects finances, business, everything. And I think there's some pros out of it and some cons. The younger generations are healthier.
Yeah.
But also like now in the UK, like I think 1 in 4 clubs have closed down.
Wow.
And that's happening. I think 70% of the clubs have closed down in the UK since COVID.
Wow.
that's sad. It's
It's
extremely
mental.
sad.
Like Motion in Bristol, like which I think it got top 10 clubs in the world multiple times, closed down.
Just because they
last
can't
weekend.
sell the tickets?
No.
They can't get people in there?
Just because what?
Or the classic mixture of artists, fees have gone up. And
No, it's not even that. It's the landlords of the club that don't run the club, that lease the club, want to turn it into apartments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's happens in every, look at Brooklyn, look at Williamsburg, right? That was like the hot pot of like Brooklyn raving, like even like 10 years ago. Like you had Output,
Closed.
Szymanski.
Actually, so we went to
Signal?
Signal.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No.
Good club.
Super amazing spot in Williamsburg, but it was the same owners of Output. My friend was giving me like all the history about how Output was like the coolest place in the world. So it's funny you mentioned that, but I didn't want to get you off your train of thought.
No, yeah, it's pretty much clubs go to undesirable areas, make them desirable,
Yeah.
and then everything else comes in. So
Yeah.
you get the restaurants come in because like young chefs want to open a restaurant and they can go to a cheaper area, right? And then you get, oh, cool restaurant. Oh, actually, like we'd put a coffee shop in. Oh, and then Starbucks comes in, and then a hotel comes in, and then the hotel complains about the club, and then apartments come in, and then the club's
Basically,
like,
what's happening to Space right now? Like
Sort
they're
of,
holding
yeah.
on for dear life in between 11 Tower 1 and 11
Have
Tower
you
2.
seen Space recently?
And everything's just
Yeah.
building up around them, and they're staying
It's
strong
insane,
in the
dude.
middle.
Space is just encased by 2 massive 11
Yeah.
buildings that are going up, and obviously they're not going to care. They're going to let the 11 owners Airbnb their units, and they're going to have ticketed events at the 11 pool deck and shit. Just wild, really wild.
I guess it's always happened. Like, I think in some sort of way it's always happened over the years. And you ask anybody and it was always better back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
but that's just because we were young back then, and it wasn't even better back in the day. It was just what we were used to, and we don't like change. We're human beings.
Yeah.
We don't like change. And I think like now what's seeing like it's fucking amazing. Like there's a load of young kids coming through doing really interesting things. I had this guy in the studio. I was writing for somebody in the studio the other day, a guy called Child's Mind. This guy from Ireland that's doing like raves, illegal raves in all the counties in Ireland, and he's getting like 2,000 people just rock up.
Jeez.
And like he's got like a WhatsApp group of like 8,500 people.
Wow.
And you're just like, that is actually back in the day. That's what it was like in England in the 90s and in the early noughties. Like I remember with my ex-girlfriend years and years and years ago going to a free rave in Maidstone, an abandoned leisure centre in Maidstone.
We might have found some photos from that.
Yeah,
night.
we might know who your ex-girlfriend is.
Yeah, did she have an afro? Yeah.
I think I actually have a
Oh,
photo.
I
of
know
you
the
guys.
photo you're on about with the glitter.
No,
I don't
there's
think so.
plenty, but there's one, and it definitely
'Cause
is
we
sounding
found
exactly
your,
like what you're describing.
Your like, actual
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
page, your verified one.
Oh,
and we're like,
wow.
he's got one. He's got a personal one hidden somewhere.
you
so
get-
we
did you
found it.
find the
Yeah.
personal?
Oh yeah.
Shit the bed.
No, it's funny.
No, it's so good. We were actually laughing really hard.
Did you get the picture of me wearing the t-shirt saying "Don't worry, I'm not gay"?
No, but we got some good stuff. Don't worry.
So I feel like we were touching on the fact that the scene's changed, right? Always comparing the past with the present and et cetera. But what do you think? You're a veteran of the game, right? You've been touring for what, 20 years now?
Yeah, full time 10 years. But yeah, I've been doing it for
So
too long.
would love to hear from your perspective. Like, what do you think? One thing that's changed for the better and one thing that's changed for the worse in the scene.
I think it's just more open now. Now it's like you can communicate with people and you can reach the scene and you can reach people, and like when even I'm not old. I'm only 35. Like
Yeah.
I'm not that old
No.
in the grand scheme of things. But even when I started in 2003, 2002, 2003, like you couldn't message somebody, if you know what I mean. It was like the DJ wasn't really a career.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. There was like 5 or 10 DJs at that time that were like full time, and that was like the dream to go there to like be there. But like now, like you guys could become DJs tomorrow. I don't know if you DJ, right?
We've
We do
actually
not,
already
yeah.
discussed it. We're like, should we just fuck around and become DJs? Because it looks pretty sick.
It's pretty easy as well nowadays. So you don't have to carry records around. It's just literally USB sticks. My
Yeah.
DJ bag is literally there. But it's like, it's so amazing that anyone can do it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like,
No barrier to entry,
it's
really.
great.
But
It's
do
great.
you feel like it's too saturated now? Or is
if-
there enough room for
if-
everyone?
There's always room for everyone. Like always. And the thing is I think that's just where your expectations are as a human being and as wanky as it sounds, as the artist. Is like, what are your expectations? Like, yeah, maybe not everyone can be Carl Cox.
Right.
There's only one Carl Cox, right? There's only one Peggy Goo, right? But there's only one of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can be as big as you possibly want to do. You got to work hard, and you got to be lucky, and you got to be fucking good, if you know what I mean. And you got to be good at something. Whether you don't even have to be the best at writing music. You don't even have to be the best DJ. You don't have to be the best marketer. You don't have to be the best person, right? You've just got to be a couple of those.
Yeah.
So do you think that's the formula
What?
for success? Gotta be lucky, gotta work hard, and you gotta be good at it?
I think it's really weird because I think we're in the industry's changed in the last, like, especially in the last 3 years. Now it's always been marketing to some point. It always has been, like, just in its own little ways. Now I'd say it's marketing over music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think if you're not good at something, get somebody that's good at it and to help you with it. If you're really shit at writing records, but you're an insane DJ, go get somebody to help you write records.
Go
Right.
get Chris Lake.
That pisses me off so much though. It pisses me off because it's like Chris helps so many people, and Chris doesn't ghost produce for Fisher.
Oh, I love that.
Clear it up.
So it's like, yeah, he helps Fish write records. Chris helps me write records.
Yeah.
We all help each other.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
actually, I'm glad that we're talking about this because I think that is a huge common misconception in this industry, that co-producing is bad or like getting help is bad. And a lot of DJs are coming out being like, this is actually normal. Like, I'm not a fraud for getting help on my music. And sometimes that's what it takes to get a good track out. You need people that are better at one thing to kind of come in and give you their knowledge.
And you know what? Like, let's use your analogy, right? That Chris Lake Ghost produced a record for me, right? Doesn't mean that I'm going to be as big as Fisher.
Mm-mm.
There's only one Fisher, right? Like, I think the issue with the whole ghost produce thing is when it comes to women. And women get so much shit on the internet. Like, and I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get in its majority of fucking dudes.
Yeah.
Like, I write for some women and I see the shit that they get. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is genuinely ridiculous. I don't get it.
Mhm.
I understand why there's certain things that, like, there's certain people that I write for that you wouldn't know that I've written for because the connotations that the abuse that they will get, it's just not worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just assumed, oh, you didn't do any of this.
Right. But the thing is like, again, there's artists out there that can do everything, right? But no one can do absolutely everything, right? So, like, let's say, for instance, I don't know, I'm just using this for example, like, okay, use me for example. It's probably easier. I can write records all day long, and I can write okay records. I've had some luck. I've had some fortunate things with other people, with other records as well that I've written for other people. Am I the best marketer in the world? No. Like, I need help with that, right? Am I the best at, I don't know, editing shit? No. I need help with that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that, like, it just really pisses me off.
I think
I
it's
agree.
because as an artist, you're the individual who has the spotlight on them when it comes time to
Yeah.
perform. But you're an artist with a team, right? I feel like artists are always talking about their team, and part of your team is people who help you co-produce.
Yeah.
That's you tapping in someone from the bench who's going to come assist and sort of play with you. Like, that's just what it is when it's a
Yeah.
team game. And although DJing is an individual game, unless you have a partner or something, everything that goes into it is not individual.
Yeah, and that is the thing, is like, I'm so bad at so much shit. Like, ask my team, like, ask Alicia.
Well, I
Nice.
would actually have to disagree because I think that you have managed to stay relevant over the course of 20 years and
Yeah.
like you're killing
Yeah.
it. So you got to be nicer to
Yeah.
yourself, Will.
But that's the facts, though. Is like the reason why I've been able to be fortunate enough to do that is because it's like, okay, well, you see where the market's going and you
Right.
kind of adjust and
Got to
you
be
have
able
to
to
you have to
reinvent
pivot.
yourself
Yeah.
multiple times
Dude,
and
like,
come
yeah.
out and try new things.
I've had situations where, and I'm, it's kind of going through it right now, right? Where like I'm sitting down with my team and going, guys, we have to change some things. Like things aren't going the way that we want it to go. And I had that when I was a resident in Ibiza. I didn't have a team then. I had to have a conversation with myself. Do I want to be a resident in Ibiza for the rest of my time when I was fucking young then, but I see people 20 years older than me still doing the same shit that I was doing then, and I still see them now. And that's no disrespect, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be the biggest artist in the world. So then I went to Dirty Bird. Okay, I do Dirty Bird for God knows how many years. And then I have a sit-down conversation with my team and go, I don't want to be here. I need to move on because this isn't going where I want to go. The techno thing happens, right? COVID happens. Now I'm in the whole new thing. And it's not, I think, because we, like what you said, is like we curate our feeds. People always just see the good shit, right? Which I kind of want to change that. And it's something that I'm talking about with my team is like, I want to talk more about the real shit that's going on.
Yeah.
I love it. And I think there's been a huge shift in audiences and fans wanting to see more real shit. The curated, like, everything is perfect, everything's practice. It doesn't hit the same as someone just being their normal self.
Yeah, I think that's what's changed as well. In because social media is just so normal to all of us now, and like literally there's people that don't know what social media was. Like they've never had a life without social media.
Right.
So it's so normal for them. So I think that is the difference is now people actually want to really connect with. There's no lure around who the artist is, which, going back to your question, there's pros and cons to that.
Yeah.
And I think there's a level of, it's really hard for the artist to actually just do art.
Right.
And just be whoever they want to be, their weird fucking selves, right? But now there's the ability to reach billions of people.
Speaking of social media, have you seen DJs using Sync? The DJs using
today.
Sync page?
I
There's
saw that today
a
for
whole
the first time.
controversy around DJs using the sync button. What's your relationship with the sync
I really
button?
don't care.
Have you, dude?
Is it on? Is it off?
It's never on, just because I don't
sparingly
know how
used?
to use it. But
Do you think there's anything wrong with DJs DJing on sync?
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I had Danny Taglia on the podcast, and he had a really valid point. He was like, and I'm quoting him, this isn't word for word. He was like, I spent 30 years playing records, and 30 years records would jump and needles would skip and I couldn't hear shit. And now I can press a sync button. I don't need to worry that I can DJ. DJing isn't about mixing now. And there are levels of the art of mixing but guys, like for like two in a crowd, two people probably care about the DJ using the sync button.
And those are the worst people on the
And
planet.
those are the people that somehow get a video of it and put it on Twitter and are like, this DJ's using
It's
sync.
so funny. The
And it's
comments,
like, what? Who cares?
The comments are
literally,
like,
who cares? Are you there to listen to a good set or
Yeah.
critique the DJ and how they're choosing to DJ?
It's hilarious.
People are getting a little too involved now. That's the thing. It's like the fans who prior, I think, just cared about going and dancing and hearing and consuming good music now want to like create drama in the scene and be controversial in the scene and want to like pin
Start Twitter
people
beef.
against DJs and it's really
It's
a
always been
weird
there.
thing.
Really?
It's always been there.
I just feel like it's amplified because it's so accessible now.
Go check out DJ Sneak's Twitter.
Okay.
DJ Sneaks.
His Twitter's fucking amazing.
Is
I
that an
gotta check
alter
it
ego
out.
or is
No,
is
I
that
love
real
getting
artist?
put
DJ
on-
Sneak is like OG original.
Okay.
Like one of the best house producer DJs back in the day. He fucking hated upon everybody. He talked so much shit on everybody. Like it was a thing. Like the whole DJs complaining was a thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think just everything now, just like everything in the world, is just more amplified, right?
Yeah.
And you as a human being, you as an artist, you as whatever you are, can just decide whether to consume it or not. I don't listen to the news.
I'm sure.
Just can't be
Depressing
bothered.
as fuck if you
Right?
do.
And it's like, why do I want to like
Take up the brain
why do
space.
I want to
Exactly.
deal with it? So
Yeah.
it's like just we're that's also the amazing thing, is that we can switch it off, and we have the ability to switch it off. So if you don't like something, unfollow it. If you don't like someone, block them. Like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
We go through phases where we delete TikTok, and then it's like it's back on our phone in a month or so. But
I've never gotten into it.
don't. There's no reason to.
Never got
For
into
me,
it.
the issue is like on Twitter, once you get into house music Twitter, you can't get off of it. It's your entire feed is the burners and the DJs. And I'm like, can I see what like my friend from high school is talking about on Twitter? Or do I have to just consume constant
much,
stuff
yeah.
about this? I'm like, it's just gotten unenjoyable. And I think like the way feeds are now curated to your interests, it doesn't give you any time to see anything different.
Yeah.
But
I'm because I've just always been Instagram, like I've always just used that.
yeah.
But my explore page is burgers and steaks.
Are you chef a bit?
Yeah, I love cooking.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like a grill master, the meats.
The
yeah,
grill
I
master.
like cooking a lot. It's
Good.
like my thing that I switch off.
I
to.
love cooking too.
Yeah,
It's
key.
such a good like hobby.
She's on a cabbage soup diet right now,
That
where
sounds
all
fucking
she's
awful.
ate is cabbage
You must
soup.
be shitting
today,
so much.
today was the only day she's like had protein in the last week or so.
I am
So
out
good.
of it's actually so fun for me. I don't know why, because every day comes with a specific set of rules, and it's like today you can have fruit, today you can have one banana and milk, and it's just like
No,
so
never,
weird. But
never.
that's in addition to the cabbage soup. But yeah, I'm 5 days in, going strong. It's really fun.
Still standing.
So fun.
Still
when
here.
we had Cold Night on the podcast, she was like 4 days into a water fast.
That to me is fucking insane.
Yeah. Could you
I'm
imagine?
like struggling eating cabbage soup and normal foods, and she's like, "Yeah, I haven't eaten in 5 days."
Just give me the ribeye.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so cooking is a hobby. What are some of your other hobbies?
It's pretty tough.
to
like,
find time.
Yeah, I'll be honest. It's pretty depressing also saying that. Like realistically, like, and it's something that I'm trying to get better at. Like, I think, yeah, it's definitely something that recently I've more looked at going, shit, like I'm doing so much.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, which I love to do, and that's the issue, is like I love doing everything that I do, but there does come a point where it's like a switch of like, fuck, like, okay, yes, you're writing music, yes, you're touring, yes, you're recording podcasts, and then you have like one day to like hang out with your friends or your
And
or
you
my
kinda just
girlfriend
wanna,
or
like,
my family.
sleep.
So it's not even that. Like, it's just like there has to be. I don't believe in balance in with. I don't believe that, like, when people like work-life balance, I don't believe in that personally. That's just something that I just don't think is
Needed.
you work and you have life. Right?
Well, I think that it's like a fortunate place when your work is also your interest and also your passion.
Sure.
Because for me, I'm like, work-life balance, please. Because when you don't like your job, then
Yeah.
you want to have the balance between the two. But I think I have like hobby envy. I
Yeah.
feel envious of people that have hobbies, because I'm like, I want to find my hobby. Like, I want to find what I can do passionately and just like enjoy to like let
Aren't
loose.
we doing it?
Well, I think so. Yeah, I think that this is our hobby in a way.
I think
But
it's routine.
Hobbies
as
are
well,
different
right?
for
Yeah.
different
I think
people.
it's, for me, it's routine. It's like, what is the routine things that I have to do in my day that makes me happy,
right.
that kind of keeps my brain away from going into the dark depths of what we all go into, right?
Right. Yeah.
I wake up, go to the gym, come home, go for a walk, go in the studio, record a podcast, edit a podcast, do whatever I need to do, and then cook for my family.
Yeah.
If I can do all those things, we're sweet.
And
Pretty
if you
good day.
don't do those things, that's when the chatter, the
Yeah,
mental
yeah,
chatter starts kicking
yeah.
in. I relate to that. You dropped your official remix for
I
Calvin
did,
Harris
yeah.
today, Blessings. How did that
It's a good
come
one.
about? And
Thank you.
was that important for you, like dropping an official remix for Calvin? Or I'm
Yeah,
sure you have a bunch of them, or
No, like, this is the first one with Calvin, and we started talking probably 2019, 2020. He was like a big supporter of Hallelujah when that came out during COVID. And we've kind of just kept in touch. And he didn't actually ask me to do this remix. Like, I was chatting to him and I was like, dude, if you want any remixes, let me know. Send me the stems. He didn't send me the stems, which was absolutely fine. But he sent me the extended mix of it. And I was like, well, I'm just going to rip it and do my own remix. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people on these remix packages did exactly the same. So yeah, and then I sent it to him and he's like, sick, we've got like a million other remixes coming out of this.
I know, I saw that message. He's like, sweet, we have 10 other ones.
Yeah.
Yours is a fucking heater though, dude. I like it. It's like a little dark. I feel like the original is light and like a little... Yeah, just a bit lighter, and like you added a nice little Will Clarke. Yeah, the original spice. The original's great, just fucking perfect Calvin. Yeah, right. It's like Calvin Harris 101 of like what you expect for him at this moment in time in the sound that he's doing, and like I love him to bits. He's one of the best in the world, but I love Clem. I've known Clem for a while, and she's one of the best, and I've written a lot of records with her over the years, and I wanted to do something with her voice on that as well and kind of give it a spin that I can play in my own sets. That's not me saying I don't like the original because it's fucking great. But the original doesn't work in my sets.
Can you kind of shed some light on what the process is to get an official remix? Because I feel like it's a great thing for artists to get exposure if they're able to make one for a bigger artist. And I know that our listeners could definitely like benefit from that.
I think it's relationships, right? It's there has to be a reason why you like. Okay, let's say for instance, Rinson, he remixed "Set Me Free," which is on my album. Like, we did a remix competition. I think his manager asked if we were doing a remix album, and we'd already planned all the remixes. And we'd got all the remixes, and they'd ask for him like too late, right? He's a lovely guy, great producer, like fan of what he does. And then we ran a remix competition, and he just took the parts and did an insane remix, and then sent it to us, and we were like, we can't not release this. This is fucking great. And that came from them asking, us saying no, him doing, and then
blowing you away.
It comes off, and that remix is actually getting played by most people now over most of the other remixes, right? So I think it's like same with me with the Calvin. Like, he didn't ask me to do it; I just did it.
Yeah. You have an idea. Yeah. You want to bring it to fruition.
And it's like also just try shit. If you know what I mean. If you love a record, if you love one of my records, either ask me for the stems or just go and like AI is insane nowadays.
Yeah, go do your thing.
You can go rip it yourself. So like, go rip it, and then if I say I don't like it, then just go give it away for free.
Like free SoundCloud download.
Yeah, right. Like, I think like music's so disposable now. It's just throw it out. Just like you need to build your community, and that's the most important thing.
Okay.
You need community, and if you're not putting music out and you're not trying things, then hey, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you have just like a lot of wisdom, not only in the music side, but the podcast side.
I'm just an old man.
What are some tips that you have for success in the podcast world?
25.
Do it. Just fucking start it and be consistent. Like, it's a grind. Like, it is a fucking grind.
It is.
I've very nearly quit the podcast multiple times, like having like really serious conversations, like with myself, with my family, with my friends, and with my team, going, if this doesn't do what I want it to do in the next year, it's fucking stopping, because it consumes so much time, right? And I've had that multiple times, and it was really like maybe a month ago that I was just like, these things need to change. If these things don't change, then my time is worth more to me personally and to my music career, that I'd rather go and spend an extra 2 days in the studio than an extra 2 days a week recording podcasts.
Yeah, for sure.
Or fuck it, I'd rather take an extra 2 days off and like go and cook at my friend's hotel or something like that, right? Like, go and enjoy it.
Like, we don't need to replace work with work,
right? But we all do, let's be honest. So yeah, I think like the thing for me with a podcast is consistency, and it sounds awful, but like now it's just marketing.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think especially in the music world with podcasts, it's still a new thing. And I think it's just everybody on all of the communities to help each other out and just be like, fuck it, we're all in. Like, again, it's just like DJs, right? It's just like producers. There's space for everyone. People that listen to your podcast might never listen to my podcast and vice versa, right? And now they're listening to both.
Little cross-pollination.
I'm so excited that you're here because
really
if there's any podcast ever where there's a crossover between the listeners, it would be yours and ours. So it's really cool to be able to kind of like pick your brain a little bit about some of this stuff.
Time.
But
so you had, or I feel like you hit, per what we read, like a bit of a career milestone recently. Your track "Lessons" being used in a film, snorkeling. You stated that was like a bit of a milestone, something you always wanted. How did that come to be?
Just random as fuck.
Really?
Like through management. So like you get this happen occasionally where like a film producer or an advert will go to every management company in the world and go, we've got this film, we've got this budget, we want your records. And it happened. And this was a long time. I think it got agreed like 2 years ago.
Wow.
Is the movie out now?
Yeah, it came out last Friday.
Where can we see it?
On Apple TV.
Sick.
Let's watch it tonight.
Let's do it.
I actually haven't seen it fully yet.
Come on.
I'm really weird at
You got to watch it on like your next flight or something. Download it.
I have downloaded it.
What's it about?
Snorkeling, duh. Fuck.
It's not about snorkeling. So snorkeling
It's like wrong.
It's about raving in the drug.
Oh,
really?
sick.
So it's like snorkeling in that sense of it's like a drug that kids take, which is like you put a mask over your face and then that's what it's called, as snorkeling.
Sounds like I would love it.
Sounds like a whip it.
Right? And then I forgot about it for a good year.
So the track was already out, or you made it specifically for that?
No, I didn't make it. Was just I made it.
Well, it worked perfectly.
It's a really good track. It has a movie feel. It's very drama.
Drama.
Yeah, and we might not even release the record.
Well, it's already out in the movie, technically.
Yeah, it's out, but nowhere really for anyone to listen to it.
Fucking Pausa with the F1 track. Did you see that?
No.
I saw the movie. I didn't even hear the track.
He had an official track on the Brad Pitt F1 movie that
Dom
just came out.
Well.
Did he?
The score was done by Hans Zimmer, and the tracks in the movie, like makes it so film? Enjoyable. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I thought it was really great. I went with my parents and my brother. We were like all on the edge of our seat, like, and Brad Pitt's in it, so it's so lovely to watch.
Yeah,
but
I'm not gay, but
so
I take one for the team.
Speaking of gay, no, I'm just kidding.
no, but speaking of career milestones, you're Grammy nominated.
Yeah.
On what?
Wow. Almost bounced right past that one.
Dead Mouse and Cascade Escape.
Wow.
That was my record. Wow.
That is iconic.
Yeah.
That is so sick. What do you remember where you were when you found out you were nominated?
Yeah.
How you felt?
Yeah, I didn't really feel anything because it was kind of like a bittersweet, if I'm totally honest.
Because it didn't have your name directly tied to it?
It does in the credits.
Yeah.
But that record was a fucking headache. Not because of Dead Mouse or Cascade or Haler or Camden. It was just a headache because there was a certain writer on there that was a fucking headache.
Okay.
Which
they'll probably know who they are.
Oh, 100%. And full respects to them, like they make amazing music and they're extremely talented. And I would never take that away from anyone, but it was just politically very messy.
Savage.
Yeah.
So that record like got written in 2021 and didn't come out till whenever it came out, or 2020. Actually, I can't remember. But yeah, like it. But also the thing that I am really happy about that record, it's like blown the fuck up to Haler, and Haler is
amazing.
Her voice is angelic.
I remember we were backstage while she was
doing voice check, whatever, sound check.
Yeah. And I thought that they were just playing the record.
No,
I
she's
was like,
amazing.
there is
No
no
background
way
music. It was just her
that is
singing.
how she sounds live. It is like perfect.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
fucking
she
insane.
is also very nice as well.
Yeah, she's
so
sweet.
That's really cool. What was the nomination?
Or who
Was
won?
it Best Electronic?
Best
track?
electronic album, I believe.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Okay.
Do you remember who
What
won?
year was this?
2022.
We'll have to do some research.
Not
I'm
last
curious to know
year.
who won.
Not last year or the year before. I can't remember who won. I really don't pay any attention to it.
Cool.
I wouldn't have put that in my bio.
It's in a couple.
It came up a lot, like in research. I'm like Grammy nominated, which I didn't
ChatGPT.
know. So
not ChatGPT.
no,
It's
just
like your
if you
gray
Google
area
your name,
profile and
all
shit.
the bios, you know, they
Yeah,
they cite that because it is a huge
It's
thing.
it's a huge thing, and like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to win a Grammy,
Yeah.
right? Who wouldn't? Like, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's a big accolade.
But also, like, that doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of what life is.
Yeah.
right? Like, I think releasing records and like, what means more to me is when you get a DM and go, that record saved my life. That's
That must be an insane
no
feeling.
award can do that.
No.
And a lot of the awards are just politics as well.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in that's no disrespect to anyone, but it is.
Yeah.
Like, when you've got massive pop stars winning electronic
So annoying.
singles of the year or electronic albums of the year, it's like, these guys they're not in the culture.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's disrespectful to the people that started the culture,
Absolutely.
which also a lot of the people that started house, techno, and all the in-betweens are still alive, and they're not getting the recognition that they should. So it's like, it's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Period. No, but actually, I completely agree, and I feel like that's another thing that's just not as interesting anymore. All the award shows, it's like,
Yeah, I don't watch
it really is just so politicized these days, and you can just tell that the same people are going to win the same awards every year, year after year. It's like, let's do something new. Let's create something.
So fuck the Grammys.
Fuck the Grammys. I feel like
So-
Kanye West.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Just kidding. Your tagline, all we have is now.
Yeah.
Is that kind of the motto that guides you through life? Or it's just a
I don't know. I think at that time when I was starting the label at the time, it was, it just kind of felt right. It's quite a powerful meaning without trying to sound too like philosophical.
Yeah.
It's very true, but
It's completely true.
it's also just hard to live life like that, right? Like, I think
Not planning
YOLO.
about anything.
right, it's like hard, and it's also like, it really pisses me off when you like listen to podcasts and everyone's like, all you have is now, live your like, when you go listen to a Rick Rubin podcast, as much as I love Rick Rubin, and he's like, just make the art and the world will hear it. It's like, no, dude. Like, it's not how it fucking works nowadays.
Yeah.
So it's like, that is a really meaningful motto for me, but I'm not out there preaching it.
Right. It's
Realistically,
it's there, but you're not necessarily like, it's not your guiding star.
No.
Okay.
You mentioned preaching, you mentioned hallelujah. I feel like some of your songs, or even just the song titles, or like your tour name, are religiously influenced a bit.
Yeah.
Are you religious?
Not one bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love gospel music.
It's good.
Ah.
There's like a feeling that gospel music gives.
Yeah, it gives you the spirit.
Right.
Gives you the chills.
Gives you the
like-
spirit. My family has said this since I was young, like certain songs, they just give you the spirit, and they like, gospel music does that.
Gospel, Motown, like Detroit. Like, there is something very religious about what we do, and that's not like preaching to a god or anyone. It's like, what is religion? What is the art of religion? And it's going to a room with people around you,
Congregation of people.
right? What do we do every fucking weekend?
Yeah. No, I know. To some people, the rave is church.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely.
Yeah.
And, to each their own. But it brings people together in a positive light. I think that's better than a lot of religions, if you ask me.
No, I totally agree. And like, I really, like, again, like, I think there's no like prejudice about how anyone kind of views religion or what they believe in or anything. But like, that is literally what we do.
Yeah.
And I think for me, the like using gospel or using like more like soulful vocals in the records, it's just something that I absolutely love. And yeah, but I get asked that question a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's true. It is a bit
definitely
prevalent
like
in your songs.
a
Or
theme that we pick up on.
Yeah, and it makes sense. And I think I probably play into it a little bit more now, just because it's like,
now you know, right? People are thinking about it and stuff.
But you should hear some of the titles I've got coming out recently. It's just fucking, it's not going to be it.
They're not giving religions.
Yeah.
Now we have the opposite coming our way.
Yeah, literally.
Cool.
One of the
You should look back at some of my old titles,
Okay.
and you'll be like, oh my god.
There's been some changes.
Yeah.
About a year ago, you trolled a lot of people into thinking that you were retiring.
Yeah.
It's a good troll.
And
Yeah, it's
I'm
genuine.
curious to know if you ever actually did really consider retiring. I know you mentioned you did with podcasting, but what about with the music?
Yeah, I've quit before. There's like been a few times. But like, I had my first like bigger record come out, which was called Big Booty. No, Booty. Yeah, Big Booty.
Very poetic.
Not very church, right?
Big booty.
And that was when, I can't remember exact. I think it was 2013 or 14. 13, I think. And that was when like MK was coming back. Eats Everything was massive. Seth Troxler was massive. Jamie Jones was like fucking ridiculously huge. And they were all playing this record. And Jamie asked me for like an EP for Hot Creations. And I just went so in my head about, I've got to go make Hot Creations records, like records that fit Hot Creations. And it just ruined me. So I pretty much quit and was about to open a club in Bristol and kind of was like just going to go down that route of like opening a venue. And then the landlord was like, we want an extra 20 grand a year. And I was like, fuck you, and started making music again. So it was always
duty calls.
Yeah, literally.
It's interesting. One like task like that, one track that you're trying to produce could like almost drive you insane over the fact that you can't do it or it's not working.
I have heard so many producers coming out and saying, stop trying to make music to fit a label, make what you like, and the label, you'll find the right one, or, you know, self-release or something like that.
It's hard.
Everything's starting to sound the same though, in certain
That's because
areas.
music's just so much easier to make. Like I could pull my laptop up and like
Hook something up.
I could show you Splice,
Yeah.
and you could put a record together by just dragging and dropping stuff. It's really not hard. I think that's the difference, was kind of what we were saying, right? Is that like the way music's written is way easier. The way it comes out is way easier, which means that the pool is way bigger. Does that mean music's better now? No, it's fucking worse.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's so much worse. Like the music is, there's really good music out there. Like the great artists haven't stopped releasing.
right.
But it's very hard to find that music because the way we scent music and consume music is very algorithmically, which kind of goes against with what you're saying, is that everything has to sound the same to fit in an algorithm, which is the way to kind of be in the music industry nowadays. But there's outliers. And there always will be, and somebody will always break that system, and then that will change in 2 years' time. Yeah, right. Like it's
an ever-changing.
Yeah, there's nothing
industry.
we can do about it. You either fight it or roll with it.
And that is something that I want to praise you for, is being able to roll with the punches, being able to reinvent yourself. You are,
dude, it fucking sucks though.
Super knowledgeable.
You're obviously good at it.
And it's been really a pleasure to get to know you on this level. I really enjoyed this episode.
We like to do the Explain This segment to close out episodes. We're going to show you a picture. We'll show our listeners, anyone watching, and just give us a little bit of context. Explain maybe what was going on that night.
I have 3, but I'm going to start with this one.
Now I know that you've been on my personal Facebook.
What's going on here?
Jesus Christ.
The tidy whities. If you're
They're not
not
even that
watching
tight.
this
No, they're not even that
episode,
tight. I wouldn't
no,
consider those
they're
tidy
the
whities.
loosey goosies.
Those are the loosey goosies.
You have a great tan though. I mean, I think a lot of people would not know that this was
They
you.
wouldn't know
Was
it
that
me.
during your Ibiza residency back in the day?
So that
You were
was
like 17 or something.
I was 18 then,
Holy
just
shit.
turned, and that was in a place called Rocker Park, and Rocker Park was the apartment block that I lived in. My best mate Dan took that photo. We just got back from literally just working all day. I'd been just played like 12 hours, and we were just chilling.
I can only imagine the fun that you had
Yeah.
Dude.
being that age in that
Environment. Having a
amazing
residency.
place and just having
Yeah.
like
It's crazy, like this life that I'm so fucking lucky, like what
Yeah.
I've done. If like it's very easy, like to like I was having a conversation with a friend over here and like just complaining about so much shit and going, this isn't fucking working, this isn't working, that's not working. But like looking back at like just you showing me that like it brings back so many good memories.
Yeah, what would that kid fucking think
I
of
have
your career?
some
like,
more
show
too.
me?
I
love,
love this.
oh my god, this night. So this was actually
Do we
My-
have permission to put this one in?
Yeah. So Dan, that guy in the middle is,
Let me see, Dan.
is with the glasses on.
Looks like an absolute savage.
He was back then. He's married with 2 lovely kids now.
Dan might not want it.
No, Dan will be fine. I was talking
I
to
have
him
a
earlier.
family.
Dude, that is such a good picture. The hairdos and everything.
Dude.
Like, yeah.
So that was
I can feel the vibes.
so I when I first moved out for my residency, my parents came out with me, and Dan and I think Elliot, Max. Is there a 2? Yeah. So you see the ginger dude. Obviously, you don't know he's ginger, but he's ginger.
Oh, I saw pictures of the ginger. dude.
Yeah. So Max and Dan. Dan's like my best friend from back home, or one of my best friends. Max I went to school with him. He's just a homie, and they all came out. They were like, "Fuck it, we want to do the season with you as well." And that was the first night.
Oh,
Like
the
day
first
one.
night's always the
That
best.
was day
night.
Day
one.
0.
Yeah, day 0, literally, and yeah, it was a fun
A
night.
blast.
Oh, I bet it was. The first night is always the best. You know when you go on a trip and everyone on the first night is like, we have to take it easy because we have a huge like bender marathon weekend, but you can't. You're just too excited.
Oh, I know. I'm very good at puking on day 0.
Well, we went to Coachella. We like got there on a Thursday. I'm like,
This
be
year?
good. We have
this
a
was
big.
last year.
This
We
was
did go
last year.
this
We
year,
did go
though,
this
yeah.
year.
Oh, cool.
We have a long fucking weekend. It's very
yeah.
exhausting. I come out. Ross is just in the hot tub with his friend. They have no reason to be staying up till like 3 a.m. and he's throwing up. Comes in the room. He smells like cologne. I go, the cologne isn't working.
not
You
working,
reek like
dude.
throw up.
It's good. Oh, whatever. It was a good time.
We've
It was
all
worth
been
it.
there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I just got a little too excited. It's okay.
Yeah. They're good times.
I have one last question.
Do you
in
have
the
more pictures?
spirit, no. I mean, I
The
could go
picture
right
she
to
thought-
your Facebook
The
if you
picture she
want.
thought you'd get canceled for, you're wearing a sombrero. I was like, he's not going to get canceled for a
Genuinely,
sombrero.
that is the type of shit you would get canceled for.
No, I guess you would in America, but yeah, you could show that. That's
No, it's not
that
bad. by
picture.
any
I
means.
don't even have chest hair in that picture.
I know.
I know the picture.
That is the first picture on your Facebook.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
We went back.
I was
far.
17 years old. I know that exact picture. I was 17 years old. I was living in Ibiza by myself, and I was with Alexi and Matt. I can't remember his name, but this like what husband and wife kind of like took me under their wing. And
We found a son.
when I was like 17 and like let me stay in, or I rented like a single bed mattress on their in the apartment, and there was 2 other people.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the wild thing, there was a Russian woman called Marina, and she, whatever, like we all share this 1-bedroom apartment. It's fucking gross. There's a security guard, and he's like banging chicks all the time. I'm like, dude,
in the apartment.
yeah. It's like it's fucking gross, right?
Oh my god.
And Marina is this lovely like Russian girl that's like just, I think she's Russian. If you're listening, Marina, I'm sorry. She's on like a kind of a gap year, right?
uh-huh.
And then me just trying to be a DJ when I was 17 years old. And anyway, cut a very long story short, I do some work with Amex in the UK. And I get this message, and it's fucking Marina that literally, like, I've not seen Marina in 20 years.
Wow.
And she is literally working with Amex on the team that I work
Wow.
with. And she's like,
world
do
is
you
so
remember that like
small.
we literally used to sleep opposite each other.
You're like, do I remember?
In a single, like, it was
the only one I
crazy.
share the trauma with.
Yeah.
Having to watch the security guard fuck bitches.
He was a savage.
Oh my God.
Absolute savage.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, let's end on that amazing story. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for coming on.
No, thanks for having
Truly.
me.
Yeah.
Such a pleasure.
Of course.
Such a blast. And
You heard it here first. Will Clarke does not have chest hair.
I
to this
do. I
day.
have
he
so
does
much
now.
now. I'm
we didn't
so
even
hairy.
get to the beard maintenance. Well,
I know.
that's for another day.
For another one.
We'll do-
But
come
anyway.
on, come on mine. and we
Yeah.
can do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
If you're listening, thank you so much for supporting the episode. Share it with your friends. Post it on your story. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, everything, please. Thank you. And Uski out.
Uski out.
Bye, guys.
Thanks,
Peace.
Will.
Thank you.
Cheers.